Hello everyone and welcome to our last practice video. So in here, we're going to have a practice about coterminal angles. So without further ado, let's now begin. So for the first question, or I think first objective, I do believe, find the coterminal angle of 450 degrees between theta between 0 degrees to 360 degrees. If you're confused, it's like this basically. Theta is greater than or equal to 0 degrees, but less than or equal to 360 degrees. All right, wait, let me rewrite it again. Basically, theta is greater than or equal to 0 degrees, but less than or equal to 360 degrees. There we go. All right. Or in other words, the interval is from 0 degrees up to 360 degrees. So what would be the coterminal angle of 450 degrees between this range? All right. By the way, I forgot to put coterminal angles. Wait, angles. All right, angles. All right, because there could be a chance that we're going to have more than one coterminal angles in 450 degrees. So how do we do that? You see, 450 degrees is greater than 360 degrees. It's obvious because 360 degrees is less than 450 degrees. So it implies that 450 degrees is away from this range. So what we can do is we will just subtract 450 degrees by 360 degrees. All right, 450 degrees minus 360 degrees. So here, manually, I'm just going to do it manually. 0, 15, then 3. All right. So this is basically, I do believe it's 90 degrees. There you go. It's 90 degrees. Am I right? Here we go again. Just making sure if I'm correct. Yeah. So it's 90 degrees. Now, is 90 degrees within this range? The answer is yes. So the coterminal angle for 450 degrees is 90 degrees. But are there more? Are there more coterminal angles of 450 degrees within this range? Like, is it only 90 degrees or maybe it's more than one coterminal angle? Then if you're not sure, then keep subtracting it, all right? So 90 degrees minus 360 degrees. Here, you will have negative 270 degrees. Now, is negative 270 degrees within this range? With the answer is no. Okay, the answer for that is no. Why? Because this one is already away from the range. It's supposed to be between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So no. So to answer that question, wait, let me erase this one. So to answer that question, I'm not sure if it's a question because for me, if it's a question, there should be a question mark. So maybe let's just say statement. All right. Or objective. I think objective, that would be better. Anyways, so to answer this objective, it is only 90 degrees. That is the only coterminal angle of 450 degrees between this range. All right. So next question. Find three coterminal positive angles and coterminal negative angles of 75 degrees. All right. So how do we get this one? So it's just like what I did earlier. Like in my previous video about coterminal angles. If you're asked to find three positive coterminal angles, so if it's positive, that means you should have only positive coterminal angles. So how to ensure that? By adding 360 degrees. All right, which is for me, that would be far better. All right. So let me give an example. 75 degrees, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add 360 degrees here. All right. So 75 degrees plus 360 degrees. 75 plus 360, we will have 435 degrees. All right, so we have the first answer for the positive coterminal angles. All right, so let's continue. 435 degrees plus 360 degrees. So 435 plus 360, we will have 795 degrees. All right, so we have the second answer. Now we need one more. 795 degrees plus 360 degrees. Let me answer that. Wait, sorry. 795, okay, then plus 360. Then we will have 1,155 degrees. So these are the three coterminal positive angles. By the way, there's no limit in when it comes to getting three positive coterminal angles. All right, there's no limit. So what do I mean by that? What I mean here is that you can get coterminal angles more than 1,500, 1,155 degrees. I'll show you. Let's get two more positive coterminal angles. All right, let's get that. So 1,155 degrees plus 360 degrees. If you're going to add that, so wait, 1,155 plus 360, you will have 1,515 degrees, and continuously multiply it again with 360 degrees, you will have, wait, plus 360, you will have 1,875 degrees. All right. So what I'm trying to point out is that you can pick any uh, any of these positive coterminal angles, because again, right, we are asked to find three positive coterminal angles. So you can either pick this one, which is basically the basic technique that I taught you, all right, or you can pick any of this actually, as long as it's positive. You can pick any of it. So for example, I can pick this one, then this one, or so on and so forth. It's up to you. All right. But for basic, like for example, you have no idea what are the coterminal angles because there are actually a lot of positive, or I mean, a lot of coterminal positive angles, then just stick with three consecutive coterminal angles like this one, like what I did here. All right. Especially what I taught you before, just stick to that. That would be much better. All right. So that's it. Okay. Next, here we have negative coterminal angles. We will do a similar, wait, we will do what we just did here similarly, but we're going to instead subtract. Why we're going to subtract? So that we will have negative angles. So 75 degrees minus 360 degrees. Okay, let's take a look. Negative, oh wait, sorry, 75 minus 360. We will have negative, wait, am I right? Okay, negative 285 degrees. Okay, we got our first answer. Then next, we will continue that. Negative 285 degrees minus 360 degrees. So here, we will have negative 645 degrees. And lastly, negative 645 degrees minus 360, we will have exactly 1,000. I mean, oh, wait. We will have exactly negative 1,005 degrees. So these are already your answers. All right. Or again, just like what we did earlier in finding the three positive coterm. Oh, wait. I think, yeah, it's supposed to be positive then coterminal. So anyways, just like what we did earlier in finding three positive coterminal angles, we can find three positive negative coterminal angles. Forgive me if there's a misplacement of words. All right. Anyways, so yeah, we can do it actually. All right, we can proceed further. Negative 1,005 degrees minus 360 degrees. So here, wait, negative 1005 minus 360, you will have negative 1365 degrees. And lastly, 1365 degrees minus 360 degrees. Okay, we will have negative 1725 degrees. So that's it. They're all correct. But it's up to you which one, I mean, which of, wait, but it's up to you of which tree you would like to prefer. Like for example, you can pick this one, and this one, or you would rather pick the last three, or so on and so forth. As long as it's negative coterminal angles, all right? As long as it's negative, okay? But again, if again because again it's too broad, right? Because we have infinite number of coterminal angles, whether it's positive or negative. So it's better just to stick what I taught you. Like just pick three consecutive coterminal angles. All right. Basically, when I say consecutive, basically they're stick together. Just like what I did here. Just pick the first three. The way how I picked the first three here. These are the first three consecutive coterminal angles. So therefore, for me, my final answer is this one and this one. This one is for the positive coterminal angles, and this one's for negative coterminal angles. But again, guys, it's up to you. All right, just pick any of these coterminal angles into three, and the same thing here on the right. All right, so that's it. Now let's go. Find the coterminal angle of 4 pi between uh, pi. Wait, let me just rewrite it here. Between pi is greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to negative 2 pi radians, right? Or, in other words, okay, in other words, oh, wait, no. Greater than, wait, let me just take a look if the way how I write here is correct, okay? Greater than 0, but less than, oh, wait, let me edit this one. It's actually wrong, forgive me. Wait, this is wrong. Let me write it again. So between, okay, theta less than or equal to 0, but greater than or equal to negative 2 pi radian. There we go. Finally. All right. Or in short, the range is between negative 2 pi radian until 0 radian. Okay. In other words, it looks like this one. So what to do? So as you can see, this range is basically from negative angles up to exactly 0 radian. And 4 pi, okay, 4 pi radian, I forgot to put radian, oh my god. 4 pi radian is actually far away from this far away from this range. Because this one is positive. So what are we going to do? We will subtract it by negative 2 pi. Earlier, we find a coterminal angle of a given angle in degrees. So we're going to use 360. But in this case, since we have a given angle in radians, so we will use 2 pi. And we're going to subtract it by 2 pi. So 4 pi radian minus 2 pi radians, this is exactly 2 pi radians. Now, is 2 pi radians within this range? The answer is no, it isn't. Why? This one is positive 2 pi. There's no such thing as positive 2 pi radian in this range because in this range, it only involves from negative 2 pi radians until 0. So, no. So let's continue, subtract it. All right. So 2 pi radian minus 2 pi radian. So we will have exactly 0 radians or 0. So is 0 within this range? The answer is yes. Okay? 0 is included within this range. So we're correct. But what if there's more? What if there are more than one coterminal angles? Oh my God, let me fix this. All right. Oh wait. I'm just gonna fix the word angles. Forgive me for for inconvenience. This is actually angle then with s outside, because there's a possibility that we will have more than one coterminal angle within that range. All right, so it's better to be sure. So, anyways, what if there's more than one coterminal angle of 4 pi within this range? So let's take a look. 0 radian minus 2 pi, wait, hold on, minus 2 pi radian. So to answer this one, we will have negative 2 pi radian. Is negative 2 pi radian within this range? The answer is yes, because negative 2 pi radian is part of it. And I think we're going to stop right here because it's already common sense that if we're going to proceed if we're going to proceed less than negative 2 pi, like for example, negative 3 pi, no, we're not going to proceed to that anymore. In fact, this is actually the first endpoint or the first number in this range. So it indicates that this is the only last last this is the only first number within that range. So we can now stop right here. So with that being said, 0 and negative 2 pi radians are the coterminal angles of 4 pi radians within this range. So these are your answers. All right. Next, find the coterminal angle of, I forgot this one, pi all over 5 radians after 4 rotations when it rotates clockwise. Afterwards, convert it into degrees. Wow, that's actually a big word, but don't worry, we can still answer that. So here, recall that if, for example, we have a rotations given and we have a given rotation, we can just use this formula. All right. For degrees, we will have uh, starting angle or given angle plus 360 degrees times k. Or for radians, okay, starting angle plus 2 pi then k. All right. Where your x are the starting angle or given angle and k is an integer and it represents the number of rotations. All right. So since we have a given angle in radians, so we will use this one. We will use this formula. Okay. So the given angle here is obviously 5 pi radian. Pi all over 5 radians. Your k here is negative 4. Why negative 4? Well, first, it rotates 4 times, okay, but it rotates clockwise. So what happens when it rotates clockwise? We will have negative angles. So therefore, it's supposed to be negative here. Hence, we will substitute everything. We will have here we go again. Pi all over 5 radians plus 2 pi times negative 4, right? By the way, I forgot to put radians again. Oh my God. Forgive me, all right? In this formula, right, we have 2 pi. I think I forgot to include 2 pi radian. Please, guys, do not forget the unit radian. Please, I'm begging you. Because without it, you will be confused whether if it's the answer is in angle or not. All right? So anyways, let's proceed. Pi all over 5 radians minus 8 pi radians. So this one, if you're going to combine them, you will have pi radian minus 40 pi radian all over 5. All right. If you don't know how I get it, I basically taught you guys how to solve a whole term with a fraction. I do believe that's basically the last part of decreasing radians. which is coterminal angles. I already taught you guys how to do it. So I suggest you should go back there. So anyways, the answer for this is negative 39 pi all over 5 radians. So that's it. All right, we're done with the first objective. But the second objective is convert it into degrees. So let's convert negative 39 pi all over 5 I radian to degrees. Remember, radian to degrees multiplied with 180 degrees all over pi radians. All right. So here, cancel the radians, then cancel the pi. So we will have 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Then 5 and 180 degrees, both of them can be simplified by dividing them both by 5, because 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 180 degrees divided by 5 is 36 degrees. So hence we have negative 39 times 1 all over 1 times 36 degrees all over 1. So multiplying them will give you the result of, wait, negative 39 times 36 will give you the result of negative 1,404 degrees. All right? So that is your answer. Is there a simple way to do this one? Well, for me, this is the simple way, the simplest way. All right? But there's another way. Remember what I did, like when we wait, let me go back here. No. Remember yeah, just like this one. Remember what we did here? We consecutively, subtract 2 pi. You get me? Or add 2 pi rather if we are asking for a positive coterminal angle. I do believe. Uh, wait. Oh, like this one. Remember what we did here? We find 5 consecutive coterminal angles. We can do that here actually. Wait. Where was I? Yeah, we can do it here actually. All right? We can. So what we're going to do is we're going to, right, we have pi all over 5 and it rotates clockwise. So we're going to subtract pi all over 5 by negative, by 2 pi in 4 times. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, let me give you an example. Right, 5 pi, pi all over 5, right? Radian. So again, you can do this one by adding or subtracting 2 pi consecutively. So here, right, for rotations, rotate clockwise. So we will subtract it by 2 pi 4 times. So we will do it first. Pi all over 5 minus 2 pi. This is basically pi radian minus 10 pi radian all over 5. We will have negative 9 pi all over 5 radian. So that's the first, for the first rotation, okay? Now for the second rotation, pi, oh no. Wait. Negative 9 pi all over 5 radian minus 2 pi radian. So here, what we will have is negative 9 pi radian minus 10 pi radian, right, all over 5. So we will have negative 19 pi all over 5 radian. Then, that's for the second rotation. Now, for the third rotation, negative 19 pi all over 5 radian. Sorry if I write too fast because I'm actually in a hurry. All right. But anyways, let's just proceed. 19 pi all over 5 radian minus 2 pi radian. So what we will have here is negative 9 pi radian minus 5 times 2 is 10. So 10 pi radian all over 5. So here we will have negative 29 pi all over 5 radian. That's for the third. Now for the fourth rotation, okay, negative 29 pi all over 5 minus 2 pi radian. So here we will have negative 29 pi minus 10 pi radians. Don't forget to put radian because I was in a hurry because I want to finish this quick. So here we will have negative 39 pi all over 5 radians. All right. See, then convert it into degrees. Then you will have exactly, what's that again? I forgot. Negative 1,404 degrees. So yeah, that's basically it. And here, I want you to answer this by your own. All right. And I think that's all, guys. This is just a practice for your own